Greetings, I'm Demonac. Now let's slay the Spire. Alright, and today's daily climb is Ironclad, and start with combining the Cursed run, where every time you defeat a boss you get a curse, and you start with all the pro-curse relics. And then that's mixed with the insanity of the random 50-card deck. I guess people like the random 50-card deck, or maybe they don't care and they're just combining semi-random traits to make the dailies. I saw somebody somewhere comment complaining, they're like, "What new content? How is this not? This is a procedurally generated way to make new content all the time. Is it a cheaper way to generate new content? Yes, but that's a good way to generate new content. So I like the daily climbs. The daily climb is cool. Alright, so our two colorless cards are Blind and Transmutation. I'm not a big fan of Transmutation. Maybe it's good. I don't know. But we gotta see what is in our 52 freaking card deck. And by the way, we should look at what we get from from the curse stuff we get. So right. Because the Voodoo Doll is you get 1 strength for each curse that you start with in combat. So that's a lot of strength potentially. Whenever you obtain a curse, you increase your max hit points by 6, and we have +1 energy, but whenever we open a non-boss chest, we get a curse. So we're going to get curses. We've got Impervious, Power Through, so Power Through adds wound. Like, it's a lot of block, but it adds wound. There's a couple War Cries, no problem, Flame Barrier. Sever Soul, never been a fan of. Like, I mean, you could make an exhaust deck, but it still seems less good than some of the other things for that. Headbutt's great, Shrug It Off. Very solid. 2 Flame Barriers, 2 Imperviouses that we're getting expensive. Double your current block. It's also expensive. This thing is cool, the 5 block, but when you exhaust it, you gain energy. Okay. Strike, Clash. Clash is going to be hard to make work in a big deck like this, typically. Corruption. So your skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it, but it costs 3 to start it out. And your skills all exhaust, so you run your deck out of defense. Infernal Blade, good. Clotheslines, fine. It's okay. Seeing Red is pretty good. Strike. Second Wind, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. I don't like this card, even in an exhaust deck. Iron Wave. Brutality, I don't think I've ever played with, because given a choice of rare cards, I usually don't take that one. But, like, you're losing a lot of health. As an Ironclad, it's not going to be as bad, though. At the start of every turn, you lose 1 health and draw an extra card. Bash, Disarm, more Flame Barriers, more Sever Souls, an Uppercut, Bloodletting, that's more hit point loss. The Dual Wield copies attacks or powers. Searing Blow is just an expensive, not good card. Shockwave, when you upgrade Shockwave, it's 5 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. That's like a lot. Even 3 is fairly a lot. But Headbutt, Double Tap is excellent. Wild Strike, we've got a couple of cards giving us wounds. Armaments, fine. Armaments are probably good in a big deck like this, because we're not going to upgrade many of our cards. On the other hand, even if you upgrade this so it upgrades your whole hand, those cards are probably not coming back again, because it's a 50-card deck. Anger is not going to do much in a 50-card deck. It's kind of pointless. Another Power Through. So many wound cards and so many exhaust cards. Bludgeon is great. This deck is very expensive. The True Grit needs to be upgraded. But, I mean, upgrading anything is just like a toothpick in an airplane hangar. Okay, we're not going to have... There are a lot of shops in this route, but we're not going to have much money for them, so we'll maybe aim for this shop instead. And question marks, and we gotta hit elites to get stuff. I don't know. I'm not seeing any super genius awesome routes. We're just gonna go this way. It looked like I was gonna get some elites. I've already spent too much time pre stuff. Okay, Flex. Why not? 50-card deck's not like we're saving it for anything. We do have 4 energy, so the fact that our deck is stupidly expensive isn't as terrible. I could Iron Wave and then double my block, and then I wouldn't take much. But he's doing 11. If I make him weak, he's also going to do somewhat less. I don't have any extra strength now. Yeah, if I do this and then Iron Wave, it's not bad. Oh wait, we're not going to regain health every fight. Duh, because it replaced our starting artifacts. Whoops, we're going to regain health when we gain curses, but just to get over all non-attack cards in my hand. We just want to kill this guy, so I'm going to do that. I don't want to take the health damage to do stuff, and we obviously didn't need to. I should be really picky about adding cards to the deck. So I'm tempted to take the Rupture, because we have a bunch of stuff that is going to make us lose hit points, but it's spread out over 50 cards, so it's not really that much. And this is spread out over 50 cards, so getting those things combined with this is hard. The argument in favor is that we're going to try and add pro-strength cards, like multi-hit cards, because the Vuvu Doll will eventually give us a ton of strength. But is it worth taking the Rupture? It's hit points from a card. It's not from attacks. I mean, if we combo that with the Brutality... What does Brutality upgrade to? Innate. So we could go Super Brutality, and we'll be losing hit points all over the place and not have enough to gain it back. I don't know, I'm going to take the Rupture. Even though it's probably stupid. Impervious. I guess we can afford it. We might as well Impervious and not take damage from this first round, and then we'll just do some damage and call it a day. Oh, he actually dies from that. Okay. Decent. Wild Strike, sure. So far, so the +1 energy is very strong, even though our deck not so great. Perfected Strike. How many strikes? We don't have many cards that have strike in the name because we don't start with the basic cards when you do this. We have 1, 2. Yeah, my first thought was 50 card deck. Our our strikes are going to do 1 billion damage, but no, we're only going to have the same number or fewer strikes than normal actually. So Perfected Strike is going to be garbage. Sword Boomerang would benefit from all the strength we're going to get. How many strength benefiting cards are we going to be able to, or do we want to take though, considering our deck is going to be just all fatness? This one's random too. Play a top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. That's very random, but it's got a lot less drawback than usual. But yeah, it's still too random. I'm just wondering if I take Sword Boomerang or if I try and wait for strength-based cards that I like better, because this is kind of the benefit to this one over Pummel or some of the other ones is that it doesn't exhaust itself. Otherwise, Pummel's better for a strength-based deck. Well, the fact that it doesn't exhaust itself shouldn't matter, because we're not going to reshuffle very often in a fight with a 50-card deck. I think I'm going to skip it. I think I'm going to skip a lot of cards this time. Question mark? Receive Idol, trigger trap. Okay. Yeah, it's not losing a card trap. So we gain a curse, that'll give us +1 strength. It is a curse, but this one doesn't have any weird bad stuff. So, yeah, let's just take a curse. And now we're stronger. It begins. All the imperviousness. Okay, so Rage, whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. It's only 3? I thought it was 4. Did it get nerfed? I guess it got nerfed. Wow. Oh, it costs 0. I think it used to cost 1. If it costs 0, then I can see nerfing it. Because this is not upgraded. If it just costs 0 normally, that's not... So I don't have to play... And this would kill a small one, and this won't. This will also kill a small one, barely. So we might as well do the slightly larger, crappy attack to him. I don't know. Going pretty easy so far. Oh, look, Bludgeon, you died. Anything we bludgeon in these early fights is usually going to do it if it's not an elite. So do I care about taking more flexes if my deck is gargantuan? Headbutt I might care, because as the game goes on, we're going to have a lot of things in our discard pile to choose from. But we've already got a bunch of headbutts, so no, I'm going to not add a whole bunch more cards. Problem is the upgrade doesn't do much either, so then at some point you're like, what are we even doing? If I just Flame Barrier twice, these guys are going to, like, murder themselves mostly, aren't they? I mean, it's only dealing 4 damage back, so I guess they're not taking that much. Here, I'll only do 1 Flame Barrier. Because I could literally do 2 Flame Barriers. Like, 1 is going to stop all the damage. 2 of them, they each take 8, but I can also just hit 1 of them for more. You. Get weak. And then I don't know, weaken somebody, it totally doesn't matter. That was dumb, because he's going to die soonest anyway. Should weaken him in case he goes off next turn. I think he takes him more than 1 charge. Alright, this is random True Grit, that's not good. Rampage, totally pointless, it's not going to come. So we could headbutt and get ourselves back a Flame Barrier. Which, since they're not doing that much damage, is actually kind of funny. Oh, we won't get it right away, though. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Everything is lame. We'll just strike. I don't want to do that. Sure, we'll get back the Flame Barrier, who cares? Should really be softening him up, but I'm going to finish him. And we'll just do that. Okay. Now we're going to take a bunch of damage if we don't get stuff to kill him, and our deck is totally random at this point, so there's not much we can control. No, this isn't... The Rupture's not actually going to help us here, so let's just discard it for now. I forgot to check if Rupture upgrades to innate. I don't think it does. I think its cost just goes down. So, can we kill that guy? Probably not. 9, 16. Yeah, no. So, we have definitely made a mistake. Anything we want to put back? We should have put the blind back, because we could have reduced damage from that guy. Then again, it would have reduced damage less than the Flame Barrier, so... Eh. Whatever. Let's just Flame Barrier again. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Yeah, we get nothing from that. Take a bunch of damage that we probably shouldn't have. Choose an upgraded card. Okay, I guess we'll play this. Do we already have a Rupture, I guess? Upgrade that. Annihilate him for no reason. We already screwed up into damage, so there's not much else to control in that fight after that point. So exhaust your hand and deal 7 damage for each exhausted card and exhaust itself. This thing is okay. I mean, we might want exhaust-themed stuff, but again, it's hard to combine the stuff in size. Feel no pain. Also, I don't think it gets innate. I think its cost just goes down to 0. Excuse me. It's a rare card. I mean, it is potentially a bunch of damage, but it's another thing. It costs 2, and I don't know. Who knew? There's exhausting full block. How much exhausting do we have in here? There's probably a lot of exhausting in this deck. Let's take the Feel No Pain, even though I shouldn't be adding more junk to my deck. Oh, right, it's an upgrade or a relic. Relics are going to be better than upgrades, honestly, because we were only going to draw so many cards in a game. Although Brutality, we would draw a lot more cards. This guy is going to kick our ass. Start taking damage early for no reason? What do we get from that? Rupture, okay. Wait, it's putting a card back on top. Okay, let's put back the Seeing Red, because that might actually be useful. So, we're not going to mess with him the first round. We're just going to play a couple powers. Losing health already. Okay, but now we have more cards, and... All strike, get more cards. This is just for one round, so it's not actually that useful. Feel no pain. We could get going. He's not going to attack us this round anyway. This will break his armor, so I don't really want to... I don't want to do that to those. I don't know. We might have to just go ahead and start smashing him. I should have really done a card drawing first, but... for a bunch. We do have +1 strength. If we exhaust this, we get energy from it. On the other hand, we might need the... exhaust all non-attack cards from your hand. Okay. And deal 19 damage. So it doesn't care how many we exhaust, unlike the other thing that we turned down. Let's see what we get from Invulnerable Blade. Clash. That'll go off after Sever Soul, so hooray. I don't think we need the bloodletting. It's just going to hurt us for no reason. That Searing Blow is garbage. Could be upgraded any number of times. Who cares? Oh, I don't have enough left for the Sever Soul if I do that. Damn it. I guess I have to bloodletting, which is dumb. Oh, whatever. We're going to take more damage if we don't do stuff. I get energy for exhausting this, but I'm not going to have any cards to spend it on, which is kind of annoying. And I'm going to take a bunch of damage from him anyway. So I could just play this, and then I get to Clash, which is going to do as much as that anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's take the defense. I don't know what I'm doing. But it hurts. Corruption, well, I mean, losing the skills doesn't matter if our deck's so big, I guess, but I don't know. It would make all the other skills cost 0, but I wouldn't have any energy this turn. So I'd basically just be doing the Clash. Whereas if I attack and then somehow get rid of all these cards, how am I going to get rid of these cards? I've got double tap as well. I should be able to kill him. That's not helping, though. I guess I could play the Corruption and then just double tap the Clash. Okay. Right. Because now all the skills cost 0, so I can double tap. And then when I play this for who cares? Mind Blast. Okay, well, my plan was to just Clash for double, but I guess we'll do that. Tiny chest, more gold, weak potion. Body Slam is potentially good, but we're not getting upgraded. Cleave would be good with all our strength, but it's not that exciting. If I had another Whirlwind, I'd take it. I think we're going to keep skipping a lot of cards. I've already taken a bunch of junky powers. Let's go over here and find more elites, I guess. Flame Barrier will stop a lot of their damage. And trigger off all their things, right? I'm taking attack damage. Oh, that's not going to... They're not going to curl up based on the Flame Barrier. That's annoying. I don't know. We're going to do it anyway. And... yeah, headbutting that back on top is actually kind of pointless, but okay. This is just strength, eh? Yeah, okay. Whatever. This guy's got the most hit points by far. And we could disarm someone, or we could just True Grit. And if we True Grit, we won't take any damage, so close enough. I'm not pointlessly bloodletting. I would use the regen. I gotta remember to use the regen potion soon, but honestly, these guys, this fight should be short. So he's charging up, so we don't have to kill him right away. Flex for sure. Get Flame Barrier again, which will kill them somewhat. I could Armaments the Flame Barrier. Sure, let's do that. 6 damage back to them. That'll kill him. Just rampage this guy and then... actually, should have rampaged him because the other one was going to kill himself anyway. It doesn't matter because these fights are so easy. Why am I spending so much time? Okay. No, I don't think we need any of this stuff. Ghostly Armor is pretty good defensive card, but, I mean, our deck is huge, so... yeah, that is... I mean, the Ethereal is really no drawback. It's really just a much better block card in here. We've already got a bunch of expensive block, though. Let's pass. No, I was going to go for the elite, but we don't want to because then we can't get to the shop, and we will have money for this shop, so let's go this way. He's not attacking, okay. But he'll get annoying later. Can I kill this guy? Sure looks like it. Yeah. Take that. Well, rage is free. Sex is free. If we do both of these, he'll die, so I guess that's good enough. At this stage of the game, having +1 strength and +1 energy is, like, a lot. Not to mention all our random ass cards. This is more card drawing, which could be good, but doesn't become the... I just took one of the... Or didn't. I don't care. I don't need any of this stuff, really. Relics I need, though. And we get a curse for every non-boss chest right now. Letter opener, play 3 skills, do 5 damage, okay. Question mark, and shop. There's a lot of little poops. A bunch of them are dealing damage. We're going to have to power through to stop some of that. Although, if we brutality, we're going to be taking damage that we probably don't need to take in this fight, but I don't know, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to guess this guy's more likely to attack next turn, because... yeah. And then I guess we'll hit one of the ones who's doing 5. Oh, wait, that didn't kill him. Well, I was dumb. Yay, more stupidity. That was 2 damage we didn't need to take. Good job, me. This would mostly kick their asses. So, sure, why not? Yeah, take that, losers. Oh no, I'm weakened. What will I ever do? Whatever, doesn't matter. There, this will kill him. Aha! Pointless stuff, it doesn't matter. Another rage, shrug it off. Yeah, I don't really need any of these things. I don't know. 50-card deck has kind of sat my willingness to the outside. Okay, so we can't buy a Mind Blast, which would be the ideal thing. For Blade's fine. I don't know if we care. Now, Heavy Blade is going to be really amazing later on. Exhume, we've got a lot of stuff that exhausts itself, and this might be giving us a good choice of stuff. What are the relics? Non-boss chests now also contain cards. Oh, so don't care. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn. I think I might take the pen nib, because this is only going to help us part of the time. The pen nib, that every 10th attack, that makes a big difference. We've got all this money, and I don't know how many shops we're going to run into. So we'll take that. I really need another blind. Choose a skill from your draw pile and place it in your hand, and this causes 0. Let's take the secret technique, because we've got a gigantic draw pile, so that should actually be pretty useful. Even though we didn't get the big sword. Receive 175 gold and become cursed with doubt. Well, I guess we're not going to see a shop for a while, but we might as well take it because curses make us strong. Showered with gold. It doesn't sound good, actually. So I could rest. There's another shop coming up. Let's go smith something. What? I really wish you could sort this. For these 50-card runs, they really need to put a sort on here. Sort things by type would just be a great sort. So... look for mostly powers that I could make. Like, upgrading Pommel Strike is pretty good. What happens when you upgrade this thing? 8 block and 3 energy if exhausted. Okay. This just costs 2. I mean, these cost 0, that's fine. Making that cheaper is good. Brutality becomes innate, right. We could do that, but we would end up taking a bunch more health loss per fight. We haven't got anything that helps us recover health. So, I'm not sure that's a good thing. Upgrading double tap is pretty strong if it ever comes up. For power. Oh yeah, upgrading True Grit does make it a million times more useful. So this just becomes 6 block. That's not actually better. That also doesn't become innate. It's free, so who cares? This becomes to all enemies, which makes it way better under a lot of circumstances. What's this? X random upgraded colorless cards into your hand. I'm still not a big fan of transmutation, even though it can do good things. Bludgeon does just become stronger. Anger normally has high in this deck. It's going to rarely do anything of value. Okay, 2 copies of an attack or power card. That's interesting. I feel like the double tap would be stronger than that. Do I want to go with the... I don't think we I think I'm going to want to upgrade the brutality at some point, but I don't think I want to yet. I'm not getting enough out of it. Like, I'd be drawing lots of cards, but taking lots of damage. So, let's just upgrade... I think probably the double tap. If I have enough energy-based stuff, but adding cards is not going to give me enough energy stuff to make the pummel really worth it, or whatever that is, brutality. So, yeah, maybe upgrading the Warcry does make it a lot better, because it becomes card advantage. Seeing red, you only do once, so making it cheaper shouldn't be that big. Let's just upgrade double tap, because sometimes it's not that fantastic a card when it's just regular, whereas once it's upgraded, anytime you can double tap 2 attacks, it's usually a huge win. So this guy's not attacking first turn. Okay. I guess I don't even need to Seeing Red, but we're just going to point this Rampage and Headbutt, get back that double tap on top of our deck, and I guess the Headbutt. We'll just keep Headbutt double tapping, that's fine. This guy's almost dead. We're very strong. Oh, look. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he's dead. Oh, right. We don't care about Artifact Potion. Energy Potion, pretty good. Warcry's sort of made smaller, but not... Without being upgraded, it's not that great either, so I think I'm going to skip. Carnage would be a lot... There are a lot of it... If I could trade a card for the Carnage, I would trade a lot of these cards for Carnage, but that's not how the game works. We should probably rest. Reduced chance of death. We should probably use some of these things. The Regen Potion... sure, just in case. I mean, I can Transmutation and see what I get. Brutality. This is the boss fight. We're going to heal after the boss fight, right? Might as well do that. We're not going to be able to clash after we Transmutation, but we can't before, so let's just crazy... Well, okay. Let's hedge our bets by doing 12 damage first. And then we'll... Oh, Pen Nib. Okay, gotta remember the next attack is double. So we transmute, and we get this stuff. Ah, the Apotheosis would be amazing, and I can't play it right now. So let's... Can we... Oh, if I just Energy Potion. Screw that. Energy Potion. Upgrade all your cards for the rest of combat. That seems good. This doesn't exhaust itself anymore, and that's fine. Not that it matters. Weaken him for a couple rounds, and... Secret Technique. What skill is going to do us any good right now when we have no energy? I guess we could get the blind, and then he would be weak for a significantly longer period. That is not nothing. Or this would give us an attack, which we could use right now. Alright, we could get the Secret Technique. Let's just make him weak for quite a long time. It's fine. It doesn't look that weak. But okay, the fact that our entire deck is upgraded should make this boss fight easy in theory. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Deal 46 damage? What? Why is that so much? What's the printed... I can't see the printed... Sever Soul is 16. Oh, it's because the pen... it's the pen nib. The pen nib. Okay. 46, 30... Okay, well, let's double tap. And let's do this, because why not? thing. But his non-attack cards are going to go away. I don't need the armaments, I don't think. See, it's the only defense card we got in our hand. Better put the anger back on top, who cares? So let's actually play the armaments because we do want some defense. And then we're going to... What do we want to put back? We probably want to headbutt the double tap. But first we're going to sever soul twice. Headbutt and get back the double tap. Headbutt and... I think we should headbutt double tap every turn and win the game that way. Let's crush him some more. So, how's that, boss? You having a good time yet? I think, is there an achievement for killing a boss in the first round? I don't think there's an achievement for killing a boss in the third round, but we are going to kick some ass. He's going to do some spike damage to us, but we don't care. Let's hit him with anger first before we do any headbutt craziness. Oh, I forgot to double tap first. I'm an idiot. Okay, put back the headbutt. Double tap. Rather the weak and the vulnerable, I think. Yeah, I messed that up, but not enough that it matters. Take some irrelevant damage. Oh, it means I can't do it this turn now. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna do that. We're just gonna obliterate him anyway. So, whatever. Boom. Not even a fight. Another double tap is pretty good once we upgrade it. We've got a lot of headbutts. We can make this thing work, I think. The offering is pretty good in the big deck. I mean, might as well just get more cards and stuff. But let's take double tap. We're having fun with that. We could get the Snecko Eye. Our deck is relatively expensive. Do we want to be confused all the time? Not really, but our deck's relatively expensive. Whenever you lose HP, draw a card. So then the pummel would be lose 1 HP, draw 2 cards. That's a million cards would go well with the Snecko Eye. I think we got to take the Snecko Eye. Our deck is pretty expensive, so the RNG might be in our favor. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.